going on, Jerome's? So the Minnesota Vikings cornerback room was a area of conversation before the draft. So after free agency, when they brought in Isaiah Rodgers, re-signed Murph, brought in Jeff Okudah, Tavierre Thomas, I actually thought that the cornerback room is a lot better than people think. And everyone was chirping in the draft, oh, get a safety. Oh, get a corner. I actually thought they were pretty good. And they did add Zamiah Vaughn as well as Keenan Garber as UDFAs, but of course, in the famous words of Brian Flores, you can never have enough corners. Enter one, Tommi Hill from the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Now, Hill is an interesting case, right? So he was dinged up with injury at the end of last year. It didn't test during draft season, but he's a guy that we consistently drafted late in our mocks because the potential certainly is there. It's absolutely sky high. And on Nebraska's Instagram, they announced that he will be a minicamp invite for the Vikings coming up in 2 weekends. And I think Hill has a chance to really show up and show out, get a spot on the 90-man and go from there. Let's talk about Tommi Hill today. Background, 23 years young, 6'2", 213, a former 4-star recruit from Orlando, Florida. Spent a year at the Arizona State University, transferred and spent 3 years in Lincoln. Breakout was 2023, 9 passes broken up, 4 interceptions, 87.1 PFF coverage grade, which is good. Honorable mention, all Big Ten. He probably would have been a day 2 pick last year if he had declared, probably late 3rd, maybe early 4th round type pick, but he returned, and he was even seen as a potential 1st round pick before the start of the season based on his really solid junior year. And also, it's unfortunate because he did miss 6 games due to plantar fasciitis, which obviously impacted his draft season as well. But what was really impressive is his second game of the season against Colorado. Nebraska won 28-10 in Lincoln. But when he was lined up against Travis Hunter, the number 2 overall pick, and I think that he has a chance to be a better receiver than corner, but it's an argument for another day. And he didn't completely shut down Travis Hunter, but he basically did in terms of how dominant Hunter was as a receiver. 4 catches for 45 yards on 6 targets when lined up in coverage. 82.7 PFF coverage grade for the game, his highest of the season. Also had a pick 6 off of Shador. Wasn't lined up against Travis on that, but it is in the shadow of a Colorado's own end zone. Easy work. But as we said, missed time and no combine, no pro day. Potentially one of the reasons why he went undrafted. His scouting report for LanceZerline and NFL.com. By the tape, draft projection, 5th or 6th round. NFL comp, Alontae Taylor. Overview. Big cornerback with impressive athletic traits. Hill suffered through plantar fasciitis issues in 2024. He has good top-end speed, but sticky transitions and average short area burst, which limits his man coverage effectiveness. He plays with excellent route awareness and zone, with the ball skills and length to squeeze and close throwing windows around him. A heavy dose of 2023 tape is necessary to get the best feel for Hill, but he's always been reliable in run support. Hill projects as his own corner with good backup potential and a chance to climb the ranks with more experience. Superlative-wise, he really does remind you of, do you guys remember Brandon Browner from on the field? Brandon Browner. On the field, just given his size, given his capability. He's a length and size monster. Good hips in transition, especially for his size. Converted wide receiver, so he does. I always feel like converted receivers have a leg up with corners because they understand the route concepts, and they understand tells, they understand everything like that, right? And also, he is a favorite when the ball is in the air. Again, those receiver skills coming in handy. Damn solid in run support. Huge defense radius in terms of the ball skills as well as just his length and size. So I think that Tommi Hill is really interesting as a UDFA tryout. And frankly, I think what the Vikings should do is no matter what happens during rookie minicamp, even if his plantar fasciitis is still bothering him, sign him to the 90-man and then put him on injured reserve. Waive injured reserve, and then he'll get through waivers and put him on season-ending IR just to see him next year. The kid has that much potential. And if you can realize, that 2023 Tommi Hill, which would have been a draft pick, I say just go for it, man. I think this is a fantastic spot of a player who should have been drafted. And Kwesi, of course, loves the medical guys. Mama, I can change him and go from there. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings bringing in a Nebraska cornerback, Tommi Hill, to rookie minicamp as an invite tryout player. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best to do. Skull production value.